Apple recently announced a personal intelligence system as part of iOS 18, which might have excited a lot of users. But Elon Musk is certainly not happy with it. Since the start of the AI era, it has been common belief that Apple is behind the curve. But with Apple Intelligence, they have completely turned the game around. With this revolutionary system, Apple has become the first company to introduce a personal AI companion that fits to individual needs while also protecting our privacy. Although Elon Musk might not agree with this statement. So, stay tuned as we explore all the amazing features of Apple Intelligence and why Elon is outraged with this update. What exactly is Apple Intelligence? Up till now, all the generative AI models we have come across have been a generic one-size-fits-all. You ask the AI a question, and it gives you a generic answer that might or might be according to your needs. This got us all wondering, how cool would it be if the AI acted as our personal assistant and knew exactly what we wanted without us having to give it step-by-step instructions? And Apple listened to us. In fact, when Apple CEO Tim Cook was asked what makes Apple Intelligence so different, his exact words were, "It's different in that we have personal context. And so, Apple Intelligence understands you and is relevant to you. It's not only world knowledge." Apple itself described the system as personal intelligence, right where you need it, which means it actually taps into our personal context, habits, or activities, and provides us intelligence that is perfectly tailored according to each individual and how they operate, making it the first ever personal AI companion of all time. This obviously raises the question of just how private and safe the system is, but we'll get to that later. For now, let us explore all the amazing features that Apple has promised to bring in iOS 18 across iPhones, iPads, and Macs. Or notable features. The list of notable features that Apple Intelligence brings is a long and impressive one, but the one that has to be my favorite is the writing tools that will be integrated across all of Apple's ecosystem. It's somewhat like having Grammarly on the go with you at all times, but even better. These writing tools are an AI writing assistant that can proofread your emails, messages, or social media posts, and even change the tone of the text however you like. Are you looking for something friendly and informal, or are you looking for professional and concise? Writing tools will have you covered, and these writing tools can even summarize or make key points out of your whole text. If your job involves sending out a lot of emails on a daily basis, these writing tools will definitely become your new best friend. Another feature that interested me is notification prioritization. We've all been frustrated at least once when we check our phone after a while, and there's a whole long list of notifications waiting for us. It can get so overwhelming that we end up missing an actually important notification. Apple Intelligence aims to fix that problem. I don't know about you, but having my notifications prioritized according to my personal needs and having the important notifications right at the top without having to scroll sounds amazing to me. There are also some other fun updates like Genmoji, which allows you to visualize and create any emoji you want using AI. Let me know which of the features intrigued you the most in the comments down below. A feature that really interested me was the new updates to Siri. Now, talking to Siri is like talking to an actual AI model. So even if you talk to Siri naturally and end up stumbling over words or changing your words, Siri will still understand you and answer correctly. And now, Siri even remembers any past conversations and keeps context. But one of the biggest features that is probably on everyone's mind is personal context. This allows Apple Intelligence to know and draw information from all your apps, like photos, contacts, calendar events, messages, and all other apps, and you can access any information directly from Siri. And of course, like any human would, I thought the same thing here. Does that mean the system will be able to access all my personal data? Isn't that a violation of my privacy? Of course, everyone started questioning the system's privacy, and in fact, It even led to Elon Musk calling it a creepy spyware on X in a reply to Tim Cook. But here's where things get really interesting. Private cloud compute. Apple knew this update would definitely raise a lot of concerns about privacy and safety, so they already got it all covered. Apple introduced a new functionality called private cloud compute. This functionality allows Apple Intelligence to tap into larger, more powerful AI models that are running on Apple's servers, while still being coupled with Apple's signature privacy and security. We already know about Apple's custom silicon servers that were designed from the ground up with a major focus on security and transparency. These servers made use of the Swift programming language that is all about robustness and protection through to its very core. Apple has always been on top when it comes to privacy and security, and with this private cloud compute, they've taken the standards of security and privacy to a whole new level. When you make a request to Apple Intelligence, it will first check if it has enough computing power and data to handle the request on the device. And if it doesn't, it will send only the data that is relevant to your task onto Apple's silicon servers for processing, and on these servers, your privacy will be completely maintained. Integration of ChatGPT. And here's the biggest surprise of all. Apple is integrating none other than OpenAI's very own ChatGPT into its servers that will deal with your tasks and communicate with you through the private cloud compute. If you ask me, this is absolutely insane, because you can even ask questions related to your documents or presentations and communicate with ChatGPT for free, without even having to create an account directly through Apple Intelligence. But not everyone seems to think this is a good idea. In fact, this partnership has already started getting some serious backlash from Elon Musk. He went on an angry rant on X about this partnership, and even went on to say that if Apple integrates OpenAI at the OS level, then Apple devices will be banned at my companies. That is an unacceptable security violation. He even went on to say that any visitors to his companies will have to check their Apple devices at the door, where they will be stored in a Faraday cage. For context, Faraday cages are enclosures that completely shield anything placed inside them from electromagnetic fields, including any wireless signals like cellular, Wi-Fi, or Bluetooth. This thread of tweets by Elon Musk, of course, caused a lot of discussion and even arguments on X, including several users humorously suggesting that it's time Elon Musk makes his own X phone, or Tesla Mobile. Most users, however, were just confused as to what security concern he's even referring to, with a user asking the question, didn't Apple specify that everything was happening on the device or end-to-end encrypted if going to the cloud? Musk tried to make the security concern clearer in a following tweet, where he said, "It's patently absurd that Apple isn't smart enough to make their own AI, yet is somehow capable of ensuring that OpenAI will protect your security and privacy. Apple has no clue what's actually going on once they hand your data over to OpenAI. They're selling you down the river." But after seeing this tweet from Musk, a question arises. A huge company like Apple can't exactly be stupid enough to initiate a partnership with another company without understanding all the technological dynamics and consequences, can they? But even in the case that OpenAI does have our data, Apple has already said that you can use ChatGPT through Apple Intelligence without signing into a ChatGPT account. And in that case, even if your data does reach OpenAI, it will be anonymous and won't be stored. Apple has further said that if you pay for a ChatGPT premium account, your usage and data will be governed by those terms. In this case, it's pretty much the same as signing into a ChatGPT app on your iPhone. And even if a query is sent to ChatGPT, Apple will require you to agree to share any information. Apple won't send any of your queries to ChatGPT by default. Tim Cook said while talking about Apple Intelligence, As you know, we had a long-standing belief that privacy is a basic human right, and so it's very private. And so, between having personal context and privacy, this makes it very unique. So at this point, I'm sure everyone's wondering, why exactly is Elon Musk so upset over this partnership? And as per speculations, the obvious reason is probably that massive falling out Musk had with OpenAI and its co-founder, Sam Altman. Musk has taken quite a lot of shots at the company and has even had a lawsuit against them. Another important reason is the fact that Elon is currently building his own competitor to OpenAI by the name of xAI, which could be a huge factor in his fiery reaction. So it's quite clear that Elon's reaction is certainly about his bad history with Apple and OpenAI, not about actual security concerns. But all in all, Apple's partnership with OpenAI is definitely a huge game changer, and it lets Apple catch up to all its competitors, including Google, Meta, and Microsoft, while also further solidifying OpenAI as the main leader on generative AI in the market. And all these amazing features of Apple Intelligence will be available as public betas within next month, which I, for one, am really excited about. If you want to learn and talk more about advancements in the world of AI, be sure to check out our other videos.